Hello and what is going on, guys, the boss here, and welcome to another video here on my channel. Today we're gonna play again in the sudden death arena after the Mortar update. So I've seen that a lot of people need help there, and therefore I thought, okay, let's use this weekend before my last exam, which is gonna take place on Monday, to help you out there and show you a new strategy which I developed. Before we hop into it though, I unlocked here a couple of chests at the moment, and I'm also gonna buy in this video another Cloudbeard's chest from the shop. So we're gonna do a small pack opening here, and hopefully we're gonna get here some more honey guns, because the next update, which is bringing it up to level 8, is gonna give us here a 5% effect increase, which is amazing and plays out very significantly in the sudden death arena, as we're very much depending on the honey gun. So overall, I pray to the god of survival arena that we're gonna get here some more honey guns. And first of all, let's start by opening up here this chest. So we're gonna use here a couple of silver lockpicks simply to speed up the whole process. And let's see what we're gonna get here in the beginning. So it starts off with some arena banners, following up with cannons. Alright, cannon fire, dragon cannon, 2 air harpoons, and now the rare card has to show up, which is the flamethrower. So unfortunately not what we wanted, but the flamethrower is also almost at the level, or at the amount to level it up, so that's also not too bad. But unfortunately, like I said already, we didn't get any honey gun at the moment. So let's open up the next chest. Let's increase the speed a little bit so that we can see if we're getting here now the honey gun. And there we go, 6 honey guns, and this is also amazing. Now we're only 40 cards away from leveling up the honey gun, and it also gives us here a couple of sky shards, which is also pretty nice. Alright, next chest is gonna give us some sky harpoons, some cannons, some poison guns, poison bombs, and some more honey guns. So we're getting closer and closer to upgrading it, which is perfectly for this video, I guess. Alright, and now we're gonna open up here the last chest of the reward chest, which is here the the gold reward chest, which is gonna give us 6 snowballs, 5 poison bombs, 10 shield breaker, 13 dragon cannon, 3 air harpoons, 3 cannon fire, and now hopefully we're gonna get some more honey guns. This would be awesome. No, we're getting mortars, which is also pretty nice. Mortars are also pretty effective, and also the next update upgrade of the mortar is also pretty awesome. So we're getting here an increase in splash damage, and since we had the mortar update, I think this comes in pretty handy that the splash damage of a mortar shot is now reaching up to 3 tiles, and I think this helps a lot. But unfortunately they're still a little bit far away from it, more than 150 cards approximately. So yeah, I need to collect there some more cards. And now let's open up here the Cloudbeard's chest, and let's open up the supply chest first. I expect nothing that spectacular here, nope. But now let's open up here the Cloudbeard's chest, and hopefully we're gonna get here the 120 honey guns, which we desperately need here. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, starting up with the ice tower, 64 of them. I don't need the ice tower actually. The poison bomb, 64 as well of them, and 90 cannon fire, also pretty nice. 64 arena banner, and now we're getting to the interesting part after the 93 shield breakers. Alright, 120 flamethrowers. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is bad. But now we should get at least a rare card, a epic card here. So let's see what the rare card is gonna be, and 20 times adrenaline. This is really a chest I never should have bought, I guess. These are the worst cards I could have gotten here at the moment. This is pretty lame. Anyway, so we can't upgrade anything here, unfortunately, but I think we're still good to perform well in the sudden death arena. So let's go ahead and play around in sudden death. Alright, so this is actually my 3rd attempt here today, because I lost due to stupidity. And we're gonna start off by selling this cannon right there and replace it by 2 other cannons. So what actually happened was that due to some stupid mistakes I died, and I'm gonna put it into the end of the video so that you can learn something from my mistakes here in regards to this new base, or basically layout of my defenses. And yeah, it's actually super frustrating. This arena here, the sudden death arena map, is so frustrating sometimes I can't even describe it. Anyways, we're gonna try here again our best, and hopefully I don't need to do it all over again. And I'm pretty sure now everything's gonna work out. So even though this strategy works out quite well, sometimes there are situations where it doesn't. And as I said, in the end you will see which situations are especially critical when you're playing with this layout here. Alright, so I didn't want to place that mortar right there. So this is already costing us here again 7 gears. Oh man, this is again turning out not that good actually. That's not how you want to play a survival arena, but we're gonna make the best out of it, and I'm sure we still are able to do that. So we're gonna freeze here the 2 bosses, and the mortars eventually will take care of them. So what we actually are doing is we're gonna create a area of main damage, which will be around here. And to do that, we're gonna place here some more mortars here in the back of the, or next to the other mortars here, to ensure that mortars always can shoot at the troops which are coming in. So that's the main strategy here and the main goal. And we're also gonna take over some elements of my old strategy, but just here for the ending. And you're gonna see that as well later on. So in the beginning, nothing that spectacular is gonna happen. We're just gonna deal with all the incoming troops here properly, and that's all we need to do at the moment. So I want to talk a little bit more about the mortar update. So the mortar update actually was quite nice. As I said, it brings some more diversity into the game, as we are always using the mortar and no other tower. So the minimum range we got here is actually quite nice, but unfortunately we don't have an alternative at the moment for the mortar. So this is actually causing some struggles, as yeah, the flamethrower, for example, it's not that effective and strong. So yeah, I'd rather go for the mortar in that sense. And then we also have the crystal spire, which we can also already see in the card selection area. But unfortunately that card hasn't been released yet, so yeah, we are still stuck with the mortar, and yeah, I think therefore the update was in that context not that good. But later on I think it's gonna make sense for all of us. Right, so mini bosses should die here before they reach here the end of the maze. And during that time we're gonna build up here a 3rd lane of mortars, so that we can reach, or that each mortar can shoot at every time at some kind of troop, which is kind of the compensation strategy for the minimum range of the mortar. So, and especially as you can see, we can proceed faster in the waves, as we are able to kill the incoming troops a little bit faster than before, as all towers are stationed here. And in my previous layout it was more stretched, so we had even towers here in the back, which does not really happen here, except if we're getting enough gears here. Even though there are pirate glasses now coming in, those guys actually are not that dreadful as well. But eventually later they're gonna cause us some serious headache, as they become super strong. And already here at the moment we can see that they can also take up some damage, and we might need here our grunts, so to stop this last pirate glass. And here again the heavy soldiers are coming, and those guys, yeah, they're pretty easy here right in the beginning, as they're not that fast, and we can make use of our main effect area more effectively, if you can say that. Alright, let's place here another mortar, and as we're having here grunts already in the back, we shouldn't have why is that troop again moving away from the grunts? That's the same mistake I had already in the previous fight, so yeah, you're gonna see it. But until then, we're gonna start building up here in the end of the map some elements which I used also in my other strategy. So we're gonna build here a couple more cannons so that we can alter the way of the incoming troops here just at the end before they actually manage to get to our Skyshock generators. So that's exactly the same thing I had also in my other strategy. And yeah, we're gonna wait a little until we have enough gears to complete this path, which we should get now here with this boss wave incoming. So boss waves are also no problem with this base layout. We can take them down quite easily, and it just looks amazing how many mortar shots are raining down on the mini bosses here. And yeah, so far the first one lost approximately 50% of its health, so things are looking pretty solid here. We're having a good setup here right in the beginning. The only thing we're missing are approximately 40 kills, so what I'm actually doing is each wave should at least give you 10 kills. But as we're in wave 20 and our score is 160 kills, we're missing here 40 kills to have actually a good round. So, and to catch up to that, we need a couple more grunt waves to take care of those guys. And so far, why is that guy now accelerating? Oh, not everything is going perfectly right now, but I think we can manage, like I said in the beginning, to take care of all of those mistakes I already made. You can improve, of course, on them and perform them better as I do. And here the grunts come, finally, a good wave, which I like, and where we don't need to pay so much attention to in comparison to other waves, for example the pyroclasts. So I love the grunts waves, they're pretty relaxing. And yeah, so afterwards we can start to upgrade here a little bit more our defenses. So starting off with the honey gun right here, we're gonna place there another honey gun, and here a second honey gun, and there again a grunt wave is coming in. I like it, and that's how sudden death should be in our games. That's basically the optimal or the best way troops can occur. Just all the time grunts, and we don't have any worries here anymore. But of course we also need some other ways to make it more interesting. Right, so we're gonna place here another mortar, and now our main setup is done. So we need to be careful here again. Pyroclasts are coming in. Let's use now our Grand Cannon, and after 200 kills things are becoming a little bit more intense as more troops are making their way on our map with more health. Right, let's take them out, and unfortunately you can see here I'm not used to play with this upgraded snowball, as it has an increased area of effect, and therefore it's pretty hard to group all the incoming troops properly, as you don't see on the borders of the animation where the snowball is gonna... Ooh, that was close again. So let's prepare our cannon right here. Hopefully that Pyroclast is gonna die, and the other one should die as well in a second. Yeah. And now grunts again. I prayed for that actually. And I think we can upgrade, or we should upgrade here the honey guns to give our mortars a bigger opportunity to deal damage to all the incoming troops. Right, let's move our hero here in the back just to catch enemies which are making their way there. And now things are again, like I said before, pretty solid. We're making good progress. We're 10 minutes in the battle, and finally we're getting closer and closer to the perfect kill wave ratio, if you can say that. Alright, mini bosses are coming in, and now finally we can start upgrading here our mortars with the gears we're gonna get from them. And as our mortars are actually that efficient, I guess, they should be, we don't need to use our dragon cannon at all and can simply save up some capacity for later rounds where it's becoming very important that we have enough dragon cannon capacity left to stop, for example, the pirate glasses. Alright, let's use here the next time the snowball, and the first bosses should go down approximately here, so then we can invest in building, upgrading the mortars a little bit more. And yeah, so our next goal is basically to upgrade all the mortars up to level 3, as we need to pay attention to damage increases here of our defense. And now everything is quite nicely grouped, so we can see that all of them are taking damage at the same time. And there the first mini boss goes down, the next one should follow in a second, and now we can start building up here our mortars. Hopefully I was not too rash with upgrading those guys. Just in case, I'm gonna use here another snowball and prepare here the cannon again to change the maze of the approaching troops. Alright, this guy is speeding up, but fortunately those boss waves are pretty slow, and therefore our mortars can still deal some damage to them. And in a second this boss should also die, and now we need to be quick to change the way again. And now, as we can see, the heavy soldiers are becoming extremely strong, so it's getting kind of more difficult to deal with those guys. And yeah, that's basically good progress so far. 12 minutes. Things go pretty fast here. Like I said, we are dealing more damage here right in the beginning, and therefore we don't need to wait for the troops to die that long as we did before with the other strategy. I assume we need to send those heavy soldiers back again, so I can start to sell this cannon right here and wait until they come as closest as possible to the cannon, so that we can send them back as late as possible, as we don't want to speed them up that much or that early, so that our mortars still are able to do some damage. And I assume as this heavy soldier still has that much health left, we're gonna use here or place our grunts right here and send the heavy soldier right back. And now we're gonna place here our hero. And it's important that you place your hero here, because what happened to me earlier was that one troop slipped through the defense because it just ran straight through the grunts, and the hero is actually good in blocking everything. And here pirate glasses are coming again, so not the best waves again. We're getting further away again from the optimal wave kill ratio, and now we need to use our dragon cannon throughout the whole wave. So from this point onwards we're very much depending on it to make sure that we can take care of all of the troops here. Let's use our hero again, put her here again in the back, and sell this cannon. Alright. Fortunately they lost already a little bit of health already, or the majority of health. Ah, that was not perfectly placed, that's unfortunate. So let's place here again our grunts. And as they're making their way to the other side, we need to be a little bit more careful here. Let's sell this, and I think we need to sell here another honey gun, so that we have enough capacity to stop those guys. And now we need to be quick, use our snowball, and everything turned out quite okay. So yeah, we lost here some gears, and your pirate glasses come again. Oh, this is gonna be close in the end. So let's speed up a lot with our snowball and stop those pirate glasses. And we're gonna continue with that again throughout the whole wave. And there are two more waves or one more wave afterwards to go until we get the next boss wave, where we probably can upgrade our mortars, which we desperately need to do at this point. So we need to be a little bit more careful here. Place our guns, accelerate the ammunition, and so far we still have a huge army of troops here. Let's sell this one, and now everything has to go quick. So hopefully we have enough power to deal with those guys. Let's wait until all the other ones are moving into the effect area, and now everything has to go perfect, otherwise we're gonna lose here. Let's use here another group of grunts, and they're perfectly grouped here, as you can see. The mortars shoot on all of them at the same time, and therefore we can deal with those guys quite easily. And no grunts are following up again, so we need some grunt waves now. Because grunt waves, as I said in the previous video, are giving us the largest amount of gears. And we're not making any progress when having a look at the mortars, so things are not looking that good when we also consider the mistakes in the beginning, and that I had to sell here already the first honey gun to cope with the approaching waves. So we lost a lot of gears in total, which we could have used for more defensive power. Alright. Heavy soldiers are making their way towards the grunts. We're gonna use here again the snowball, and again they're not perfectly grouped. Like I said, I have to get used to that. But overall I think we can take them out after we send them back. And they lost already a large proportion of their health, which is also quite nice. And yeah, so far I think we're gonna make it to the next boss wave. So we're gonna use here our snowball again in a second. This time I'm placing it properly. And this should take out the heavy soldiers. Alright, and it did. And now the next boss wave is coming, and as I don't want to invest that many gears in sending them back, we're gonna speed up here again our ammunition recharge speed and group them all together. Alright. Also, we're gonna take the opportunity to finally upgrade our mortars a little bit more. And yeah, so far, yeah, we need more kills. We definitely need more kills at the moment. It's not enough, but we can't do anything about it as waves are coming in randomly. And I said it already, this map is kind of a hate war. Sometimes I love it when all of the grunts are coming in, sometimes I hate it when only pyroclasts and heavy soldiers are our opponents here. Alright, let's use here again our snowball, and we can see here the disadvantage of not having our mortars here on a decent level. As in other gameplays, when I reached these waves, actually mortars had no problem to take them all out. Unfortunately, we can send them back again, so nothing to worry about. Except that I don't have any more gears, so we need to sell once again a honey gun. This is not how it should turn out. Hopefully we're gonna get some more grunt waves in the next upcoming round, so that we can compensate for these gear trades, which were definitely not positive. Now the first boss is approaching here our main damage area. Let's use some grunts so that we can group all of those guys again. Let's accelerate our ammunition and hope for the best. Alright, first mini boss should go down in a second. Perfect timing of the mortars to take that guy out, and now there are only two left. One is gonna be quite difficult to take care of. But I think we should be able to take that one out as well. Where is our hero? Our hero needs 3 more seconds. And now we might need to send them back one more time. So let's use our grunts first. First mini boss should go down, and now we have this guy which still has so much health left. Alright, let's use another round of grunts, and the snowball will be ready here as well in a second. Maybe I should have used more the dragon cannon. This should have saved some more gears. And we're gonna place here another round of grunts, and even though so many mortars are shooting at that mini boss, it's not doing a lot of damage here. And they're finally the grunts are coming. Whew. This is gonna help us a lot. So when they die, we're gonna invest now everything into mortars, and afterwards we're gonna invest everything into building up some more honey guns. And then we should be back on track if we're lucky, and the next 2 or 3 waves will contain some more grunt waves. Let's use here another snowball. Even the grunts don't take that much of damage, which is already ridiculous to see. So we're gonna need to send them back probably. Which should not happen under normal circumstances, but as you can see, this is not a normal circumstance. This already takes drastic measures. And there a next ground waves comes. Woo. This is gonna help us to get back on track here. Definitely. Right, so we're 20 minutes into battle, 300 kills. Which is okay, but my record lately was 400 kills, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to reach that goal, but I hope at least we're gonna touch on that, at least a bit. We still have a lot of dragon cannon capacity left, so things don't look bad from that perspective. Grunts are coming again to the end of the maze, but I think we don't need another snowball as we have enough mortars, and now we can finally upgrade our mortar here to level 3. Heavy soldiers again will be a huge problem as they don't take any damage anymore. This is ridiculous to see. It's like nothing. They all look still pretty healthy. And probably we need to sell another honey gun here. Which is also not that optimal. Alright. Snowball is ready again. We're gonna use our hero again as backup, and then we're gonna place here our snowball. Sell the cannon. And prepare ourselves to place another one, and as you can see, those guys still have a lot of health left, so by this time under normal circumstances all mortars need to be on max level, and I think I need to do another video about that, maybe improving a little bit more on strategies. Yeah, and that's gonna be the end of the video. One again slipped through the defense, which is pretty sad. I think we could have managed to win this battle, but of course that's sudden death, and you're gonna see that same thing as well in the outtakes. Alright, so I hope this is gonna help you a lot to perform better now in sudden death, and if not, tell me about it and I'm gonna do a more detailed video about it and improve on the strategy. I think it's pretty solid, but of course it's hard to say that one strategy is the best one and one is not, so yeah, it's pretty hard to say that. And also let me know about your impression. Do you like videos more when I basically talk all the time and do a live recording, or do you want to have those high score videos similar to the one I did previously, where I did basically take out the highlights and just showed you them and explained a little bit more about them? So let me know about that in the comment section. And yeah, this was it from me for today. Have a great day. Peace out. As we need those to take care of all of those heavy soldiers or other troops more effectively. Right, let's... Oh, I don't have a cannon here. We need to be quickly. Let's place pirate guns. Oh my god. This didn't went well. Alright, so pirate glasses are coming in, and those guys, as you can see, became pretty strong. And we need to be careful from this point onwards, as... yeah, we're gonna need to send them back, I think. And if we're not paying attention that much, then this can turn out as a defeat already. So when pirate glasses come at later stages, always use your dragon cannon to the fullest extent. So we're gonna prepare ourselves here to place cannon, and now they're walking back again, and we can place here our snow wall once again to take care of those guys right here. So let's zoom out a little bit. Now we can. That pirate glass, I was just starting to sprint the wrong way, so that was not perfect. What the heck?
Well done.
How did the pirate glass manage to get through that? Oh, this is quite annoying. Seriously. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have a lot of outtakes here for this strategy.